So, as you have seen in the title of the video, that you don't have to force yourself in order to understand English, and this is, like the most popular mistake that people think you have to understand every single word so that you get this level of C1 or C2 and you would really, be able to speak and everything. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you some other 3 tips to show you that you absolutely don't have to understand or to force yourself to understand every single word in English. Hi, welcome back guys. I hope that you are doing good and well. If you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Ines, and what I do in this channel is that I help you to understand English by simple and effective ways. And so in today's video, as you have seen on the title, I am going to share with you my story, my experience, and tell you that you don't have to force yourself to understand English. But before starting, I wanted to tell you that if you don't know, I have a school online where I give courses in English, and mashallah, you guys have been ordering my courses, like a lot of you, and I really appreciate it, and I really thank you for everything. So yeah, just to know that I give courses in English and online, so from all around the world. So if you want to register, you can, and the first course is for free, all right? So you can register and click on the link under my video. Right. Also, guys, I receive a lot of messages telling me that you have to do the subtitles in English. If you don't know, you can click on under the video on CC and you have the subtitles automatically in English, right? Let's start. Right, the first point is don't try to understand. For me, it is very important. I'm going to tell you how or why, because when I started to learn English, I was just a little girl. I had around like 11 years old, and one day I saw a film on TV. It was Titanic, and it was such a great film with such great actors that I was like, all right, I want to learn this language. But it was all about pleasure, all right? It was all about pleasure. As I told you, I have a lot of students, and typically all of my students tell me that I'm trying to watch films, I'm trying to watch shows and series, but I don't understand everything. I do the subtitles and everything, but I don't understand. And right here, I tell them that you don't have to understand every single word in English in order to watch a film or a series or a show. What is very important is to enjoy, you learn English with an enjoyable way. So for example, I really like to learn English by films, and this is the best way for me. So this is how I learned it. So I learned it by films. Maybe you don't like films, maybe you like some how to say that, like some educational videos on YouTube, some short videos, and so this is your best way. So I always advise my students, and I advise you also, to watch a film or anything by pleasure, because if you are trying to tell or to force your brain, to watch in order to learn, and you're like, okay, it's too fast for me, I don't understand this word, it is going too fast. It is not going to work like that. So what you have to do is that you watch by pleasure. If you don't understand, you don't understand anything in English, that's okay. In the beginning, didn't understand any single word in English, what I was doing is subtitles in Arabic, and I was watching with subtitles, literally. And with the time, because the words are, it's like a repetition of words, with the time I noticed that I am understanding some words, and then I am understanding some expressions in English, and so on. But in the beginning, I was watching by pleasure. I wasn't forcing myself to understand every single word, because if you do this, believe me, you're going to give up so quickly, because it's so hard. I'm a teacher. I can speak very well English, but I can't sometimes understand every single word of the film. And that's really okay. You should to be very okay with it. And yeah, don't force yourself, to understand every single word of it. Just watch by pleasure. And don't make in your head that like I'm going to watch to learn English. No. I'm going to watch to enjoy the story, not to learn English. When you watch something in English or any other language, we have what we call by the subconscious mind. We have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So the conscious mind is when you're going to try to be focused and everything, and the subconscious mind, you don't control it, and so if you watch it by enjoying, the story and by pleasure, your subconscious mind is going to register some words, some expressions in English without controlling it. And this is why I'm sure that there are some of you learning or that they have learned Turkish just because they have watch some Turkish series, and so because it's about repetition, and also you watch it by pleasure, you don't watch it because you want to learn Turkish, and your subconscious mind is working without noticing. You're not noticing that your subconscious mind is registering all of the interesting words, the expressions, and this is why sometimes you're like, oh, I understand this word without making any effort. And yeah, this is why I told you guys to not force yourself, because if you are watching a lot of films or series, it's impossible for you that your subconscious mind didn't register some words and some subtitles. Also, something very important and proved scientifically is that our brain is captured by colors, by pictures, by images and videos. And so when you expose yourself to a video or to a film, and your eyes are seeing these colors and something, this is how your subconscious mind is going. It's actually helping your subconscious mind to to capture those words, because everything works very well with colors and images and so on. So don't worry about that. Don't force yourself. Everything is gonna be okay, all right? Your subconscious mind is right here to help you. The second important idea is that repetition is very important. Repetition and consistency. So this is why I advise you to read the Atomic Habit book, which I really enjoy reading with my students, because what the Atomic Habit book is telling us to add just by 1% and to keep going by simple habits. And this is actually what you should do. You should, to be consistent. And to be consistent, you should not force yourself, because when you force yourself to learn English or to learn any other thing, it's going to be very complicated for you, very hard for you to learn, and so you're going to be bored and give up so quickly. And this is why you should learn by an enjoyable way and by pleasure. So just make that film, you know, and watch. You can make even subtitles in Arabic or French if you understand French, and you watch with subtitles, you know, even if you don't understand any word, watch with subtitles and be consistent on it, because with the time you are going to notice that there are some words that are being repeated and repeated over and over. But for this, you need to be consistent and to, you know, make every time a video or a film or a series in order to, you know, when you repeat something and you're being consistent on it, you're helping your brain automatically and your unconscious mind to register the words more efficiently and more easily. So consistency is very important. In the beginning, for me to learn English, the quantity is much more important than the quality. Remember this, the quantity is much more important than the quality. Then comes the quality, but first of all, the quantity. The third advice that I want to give you is to complete it by practicing. Actually, this is how I literally learned to learn English, and how I learned to speak English is that I was listening a lot and watching a lot and then practicing. When I, like in the beginning, you're going to force yourself. And just to be honest with you, it's not going to be easy. You're not going to, you know, to speak very well in the beginning, which is very natural, you know. And so in the beginning, you need to force yourself just a little bit. But to be consistent, again, consistency and quantity is very important. Just by 1%, you know, just a little habit, just for 5 minutes. I'm not telling you to practice for 2 hours, which is a lot, but you can practice for 5 minutes every single day. And as I told you, like, listening is completed by practicing. So sometimes I was forcing myself to practice, especially in front of the camera, by making stories on Instagram. And I was like, you know, not finding my words. I was like thinking, how do we say this word? How do we pronounce that word? And actually, sometimes by listening and watching to the films, I was like, alright, so this is how do we say that word, and this is how do we pronounce that expression. And I was so excited for the next time to practice it. And by practicing it is like I'm confirming my learning language. I am just registering much more this expression. You listen, you practice, like it's impossible for you that this word would be lost. No, when you listen and you practice, everything is completed. But it's just consistency, because if you stop in the middle of your learning and you don't practice or listen for months, just be sure that you're going to forget, because our brain system learning is all about repetition. The more you repeat, and which I actually try to focus on spaced repetition with my students. So I do like spaced repetition. We repeat and repeat and repeat. And, you know, like in a certain period, I see that my student really learned that word or that expression. And once you've learned it and practicing it, it's impossible for you to forget it. So, alright guys, this was today's video. I hope that you like it. So if you like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe into my channel, because I try actually to give you so many categories of of YouTube videos. So like the last time I gave you a motivational video, today educational video, and inshallah the next time I'm going to tell you a story about a famous person. So if you would like to not miss any of these videos, please subscribe and also hit the bell so that you receive any new notification. And also to tell you that Babel is an application also to learn English. You have also some professors, some courses, and I have some promotions for you. So if you want to get your promotions, click on the link below the description, and I'm going to tell you. See you the next time, and love you so much. Bye.